So, hi everyone. I wanted to show you some of my new gardening schemes that I'm up to. I would show you my face, but I can't because I can't flip the form back and forth, or I don't know how, one or the other. So here I have a Huglekulture bed going on. So that means that I dug everything out of here. I filled it with some old leaves, twigs, and old wood, rotted wood, and then refilled it in and put compost on. So this is technically a Huglekulture raised bed, and you can Google Huglekulture and find out more about it. They tend to go in the ground. I just have raised beds, so that's what I'm doing. The white stuff here is fleece, and that is because we have frost going, and the frost that's coming, this is going to keep, it doesn't keep the rain out and it lets it breathe, but it keeps the warmth in. So as you can see, I have peas here coming up. This is a trellis. This is actually one of my birthday presents here. It's called a hog panel. They're 18 feet long and they are 34 inches wide. They run around $25, and it's one of the things I asked for because I really hope to grow vines over it for picking vegetables and stuff. We'll see. And so I have other things in here, but that's not really sprouted up. I have cold stuff like beets, things like that. And then if you come over to this bed, some of my beds are just getting really old, but this one I just did compost on here. I did quite a few inches of compost. I don't know if I actually got 5 in. You're supposed to do a bed, cardboard, and 5 inches of compost the first time through. Not every year, but the first time through. I'm not sure if that's, I'm going to have to measure and see if I got enough. But if you can see over here, that's my pile of compost I had brought in yesterday, so I'm pretty excited about it. And I have old beds over here that will eventually need to be redone, but one day at a time. And so just gardening journey. I just want to keep track of what's going on and how it looks, and I'm excited about the panel and the arch because it's really heavy duty, and I've seen people do it, and I thought, that's a great idea. It's way better than just a cheap old trellis that's expensive and doesn't hold up to the test of time. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping to put zucchini on it when it warms up. And I'm going to be transplanting and making some new garden beds this year. So I'm going to document a few things here, what I have going on. A lot of hostas are going to have to come up and be broke up and changed out. We took down the fencing between the yard here and the gate, and we used to have it from when our kids were little, and that was a long time ago, and it's visually better. This tree is going to go as soon as it blossoms. It's its last blossom. It's a very high needy tree for food. Sometimes it starts losing its leaves as soon as it blooms, and it's ugly, and so I am going to have it removed because it just needs too much food. I made a new bed over here. I just plopped some stuff in that I had. I did a little bit of a Huglekulture bed here, and I have different things coming up. I've had flowers blooming for quite a while in here. I got a lot of work to do, but I'm working on it as it's warm out to do it. These are here, even though they look like weeds, they're not. They are Siberian irises, and they're fun. They're real beautiful. They have a beautiful smell to them. This is sedum, and it also has another name which I have a hard time remembering. I think it's stone crop. I think that stone something, and it gets real tall, and it goes from light green, and it gets darker and darker, and a real rich green, and then it goes gold, and it goes rusty, and then red in the fall. So it just constantly changes. Real easy to manage. I have it all over now, and I'm just kind of having fun with this. I do have quite a bit of work to make up for. Last year, I did not get any work really on my beds, hardly at all. Over here, if you can, I'll pan over there, I have the daffodils and different things coming up, but I do have a ton of golden drops that come up. They just wonderful. They bloom for a long time, but now I have a little bit more time to do it. So the mushroom structure, the mushroom hut, this is what we call the mushroom hut. It's the structure's up, but the fabric's not on yet. Not yet. And I have been taking some sedum over here. I've done some, it's starting to rain here. I'm going to have to take my plants in. But I've got different things going on over here. We're going to make our own composting bin. So we're collecting pallets. And hopefully next year, I'd love to do it sooner, but I'd like to put in a glass shed, a reclaimed glass shed. And of course got stuff all over. I am going to take in my plants now because I was just bringing them in to harden up. But I have beets, I have radishes, I have Paris Island lettuce, and they're going to have to go back in because it's going to get too cold. So, well, I hope you have fun gardening. I do. I love it. I love putting my hands in the dirt. And I will talk to you later on the other side.